Hi Libra, welcome to Moonfire Tarot. I'm Jules, intuitive tarot reader, handed my first tarot deck at 5, and it's been a lifelong journey ever since. Today we are looking into your love energies, doing a love check. What's the temperature? What's coming up? Things you need to be aware of, hidden messages if it's a complicated situation, okay? And I am doing mini reads on TikTok at Jules Moonfire Tarot. You guys can follow me there. Comment. We'll love to hear from you guys. Of course, my IG buddies on Instagram. And if you want a personal reading, I am having a 25% off sale this week. It ends on March 28th. Okay. And remember, guys, these are collective reads. So do check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus if you have time. Just to make it as personal as possible. Most of the time your sun sign will hit generally though, okay? But all your messages will come through those signs as well. Birth chart calculators are free at cafeastrology.com. It's a great website. All right, guys. So with all that out the way, like, comment, subscribe, wherever you're listening, podcast listeners. If there's any imagery you need to be aware of, I will describe it, okay? So you have a heads up, okay? So let's get to it. All right, Spirit, talk to me for Libra. What is going on? Let me see. All right, the deck split, I do see the Coffin card, which is all about tragic endings, new beginnings, liberation, and grounding, okay? That energy is, stability, performance. You could be grounding yourself. It's got the love card flashing. A lot of you could be thinking about what love means to you, what you want, loving yourself, focusing on yourself, all right? Spirit, talk to me. What is coming up for Libra? What's the energies that needs to know? All right, we got self-indulgence. Not surprised to see that card. That is all about healing, knowing your value, taking time to heal. Okay, poker face, I do see taking a chance, gambling. Let's see. Ooh, ascending. All right, that is all about preparing for union, taking things slow, a new phase. The butterfly, Libra, you are evolving. You guys probably had some type of tricky situation, or like you came out of a relationship in the past, whatever the downfall was in love, no matter how love, but you are doing some healing and getting ready to get back out there in time. Yeah, the clock. You've been taking time to heal. Okay, let's see. Healthy choices. Beautiful. And that's super important. Don't underestimate this health. I know it's like healthy choices. Oh, I'm eating better. It has like fruit bowls on it and stuff. No, that is about self-care, being happier, love in life. And this always happens, right before, if you're looking for love, if you're putting it out there, where this energy takes you, because when you start to love yourself, a karmic relationship, there was some type of triggering relationship, something you had to learn and go through. Maybe it got tense, deaf. Yeah, it's ending. So a lot of you guys may have put something behind you, but there you are, Phoenix, rise from the ashes. Now, some of you may have a rekindle. All right. I'm let when this card shows up, but this could, for a lot of you, this is going to be you rising from the ashes, you ready for a new phase and growing. And I see coffee cup, meeting and talking, savoring the moment. It could be some new energy, sword in the rose, a truth coming out, having clarity, communication, ship, cutting ties, moving on from this betrayal, from this backstab. Yeah. Not today. You're putting up walls with something. Okay, good energy to see. I do see old school. We are in Venus retrograde. So, a lot of times thinking about the ex, even if you didn't have a recent breakup, may come up. A lot of you may be shifting. This is eclipse season, guys. So things may be coming into the light, and it looks like the dominant energy that's coming through for now is that you are ready. You're getting there for a new beginning in love. All right, you're ascending right now. So some of you may have met somebody already. All right, I mean, you could prepare for union and ascend without anybody. You may be ready to get back out there. So, but a lot of you may have already met somebody. Okay, and may also be getting closure with your ex. All right, saying your last words, closing out cycles, and then now like avoiding it, like setting boundaries. All right, let's see what tarot has to say for you. Spirit, talk to me. Where is this journey taking? Let me put this deck over here. Where is this journey taking Libra? Where is this journey taking Libra? What's coming up for them? Where is this journey taking our Libras? All right, let's see. This feels strong. The Page of Wands, getting flirty, exploring. All right, this is the overall energy. The Page of Wands feels really strong. That's Princess of Fire energy. Some of you may have fire in a chart. That's flirty messages, getting ready to explore. I have one deck where that's someone lacing up their roller skates, like, woo, I'm getting out there, you know? Five of Cups. Yeah. Haunting loss, regrets for some of you, a pessimistic attitude in regards to love, maybe after all this changes. Yeah. Two of Cups, a special bond, a union, and the world. Yeah. It's like a lot of you may have closed out a cycle. Now, some of you, again, may have been meeting someone. Let me clarify this Two of Cups. And that's a mutual union, though. And the world is an ending, but it's usually a good ending, like a karmic level up kind of ending. Let me see. We're talking about this Two of Cups, King of Cups, someone, it could be water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. A person had a lot of emotions for you. Let me see. Ten of Swords. Yeah, this looks like what you're overcoming. All right, there was some type of ending, and maybe, you know, they could have had water sign influences. Maybe you guys are still friends, you know, but there was some type of rock bottom ending, maybe even a betrayal, but it looks like you were coming out of that. All right, tens are ends of cycles, and you have the world here. It's an ending, but it's like, I learned, I'm ready, you know, all these cards are mirroring. And I do see the Knight of Cups again. This is a love offer. This could be apology for some of you. But there is some potential that's going to be coming your way with the Knight of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles. Now, usually, I'm going to say you may be familiar, because you don't just jump to the Ten of Pentacles. That's like growing old together status and a romancing night. You know, some of you may be this person may be trying to reconcile with you. All right. You know, fingers crossed that works out. But a lot of you are going to have some love energy coming in with someone you see that wants commitment too. Or soon, you know what I mean? It may just be early stage, because Six of Swords, again, that's like the ship moving to calmer waters. And some of you may be like in a limited mindset about the situation and trying to move on because you're still evolving. All right. You may be juggling when this new energy comes towards you. Okay. But I do see the High Priestess. Yeah. High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles. Spirit, talk to me more about this. Yeah, I did just hear it's a time for new beginnings. You know, this is, let me see, Five of Wands, and it could be competition. All right, let me see. Magician and the King of Swords. And the Seven of Swords. Four of Wands. Let me see what they're trying to say here. Queen Wands, Judgment. Yeah, a lot of you, some of you, you know, a lot of you, you know, you may be still dealing or having some struggles with someone from the past. And I do see new offers being presented to you, but it's like you're trying to here's the King of Swords energy. You're trying to analyze the situation because you don't want to be lied to again. You don't want deceit hitting you. And Four of Wands, there's again what commitment, alignment, 1111 energy, homes, marriages, something stable. Queen of Wands, someone's finding you very attractive, regardless of gender. Okay. Or this person could have fire in their chart too somewhere. But Judgment is rethinking the past and deciding, and again, with the rise from the ashes. So a lot of you may be trying to reconcile. You may be getting an offer soon for this energy, but you know, you're juggling though, because I feel like you may be getting flirty. You want to be free. You know, I mean, I want to date. I want something, you know, and some of you, roles can be reversed. You may be approaching someone for commitment too. This is like the overall energy, but this past sneakiness and rethinking, maybe the person you dated had this. Let me get another deck and ask about the Spirit. Can you talk to me about this Knight of Cups that's coming in? Now, they could be that I am getting a side message that some of you are dating someone and it's like they may be options. Okay. And you're trying to cut through them and make sure that, you know, they're serious this time. You know, you didn't always have to have a full relationship with this person, but there's this flirty energy that you're heading into soon. Spirit, talk to me. What else can you tell me about this? Where is this going? A person for Libra, where is this going? Knight of Cups. Page of Wands again. You know, you may, you know, Six of Swords. Okay. Flirty messages. Ace of Cups. There is a new beginning in love. Okay. And you're waiting for it. You guys may be making plans, but I feel like Devil and the Empress. Spirit, talk to me. Why the Devil? Before I say more, why the Devil and the Empress? Five of Coins. Five of Swords, past habits may still be an issue. So I will say, if you're dealing with someone from the past, right, you may be waiting for them to prove themselves that they are not involving other parties. They're not going to leave you out in the cold because you want to birth a new age too. Empress, a lot of love. They're finding you attractive. There may be a lot of chemistry. You're trying to move past that, and emotions may be in the air, like Ace of Cups, an offer of love. But a lot of you, this could be a new energy that's showing up. I keep feeling that for a lot of you, it's not, or it's a newer relationship with a Page of Wands. It's like flirting, dating. You want to explore. You don't want your life being the way it was before, Libra. All right. So I feel like you're probably going to be juggling because you want to make sure this energy is good for you. All right, this is really what's coming through. You don't want the past habits. You don't want to be stuck in the past. You're a butterfly, right? You want to ascend. And this Ace of Cups does feel very strong, and it will birth a new age, but it's like you're kind of waiting on this, which I understand. Ace of Cups. Spirit, talk to me about the Ace of Cups. Talk to me about the Ace of Cups. Where is that Ace of Cups going? 10 of Swords. All right. Is that a good 10 of Swords? 9 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. The Lovers. All right. Very nice. Let me see. The Queen of Coins. The Tower. The 10 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. That's beautiful energy. Look, give this person a chance, Libra. I mean, trust your intuition, because I do see some shady energy here. But a lot of you may have some new love coming in. Now, they could be multiple energies. Like I said, some of you may be trying to reconcile. But I am feeling like two energies here. All right. But this all could be the same person for some of you. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's just the way it is. You're a whole collective, okay? So some of you are going to get hit with this, but I feel like the overall energy is this new beginning in love. But for some of you, it's after a big heartache and after a big betrayal, and you ground yourself. You start going out and dating, love and healing, all right? You may meet somebody, the Lovers, make this choice to be with them. Queen of Pentacles, they may be earth sign energy. You see them as hubby, wifey material. You could have earth sign energy in your chart, but I feel like you're knowing your worth and you are not dealing with any nonsense anymore. You're birthing a new age in love and you're attractive and you know it. Tower, lightning moment, and then 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles, 10-10, beautiful energy. Okay, for commitments, if that's what you're looking for. All right, but you just have to make sure this person proves themselves. I feel like you're testing them, like, and that is okay, because you evolved so much, Libra. So I do feel like enjoy your time. I feel like you're in, you came from the ashes, basically. You rose from the ashes, and now this new wave of love is going to hit you. But if you're totally single, haven't met somebody, you got to put yourself out there and you got to be grounded in your energy and knowing your worth. There's a lot about knowing your worth this time around, on the dating scene. And it's likely to lead to some major commitments and happiness. For a lot of you, this is going to be someone spanking you. Okay. Because you are trying to get away from feeling left out in the cold, being lied to, manipulated, all this nonsense. And that's what all this evolution is about. Okay, so keep lacing up those skates, Princess of Fire. I know you're air sign, but you're coming through, Princess of Fire, knowing your worth, moving past things. Okay, Spirit, talk to me. Hidden messages for the person on Libra's mind, the person most on Libra's mind. Let's start with this deck first. I miss hearing your voice, or is this especially for the ones who are reconciling or trying to? All right. I feel so drawn to you. I'm not financially stable. I see life differently now. You didn't see my tears. I know you don't feel the same. I can't reach out. Will you ever make things right? So this looks like an argument coming up here. Bottom of deck, I see I can't be with you. Yeah, a lot of you may turn this person down. You may try. But I feel like a lot of you have grown so much, with this energy. But, you may still be holding on, trying to make it work. But, I would say, keep, trust your instinct. All your situations are going to be a little different. But don't let anyone drag you back into that heartbreak manipulated energy, because you have so much glowing energy right now that's coming through for you, that it's just like you earned it, like you evolved. Okay, Spirit, talk to me. Hidden messages of the person on Libra's mind. I hope that you can forgive me one day. Finding out the truth crushed me. Now this could be you, Libra. It was my fault, but I blamed you. You were the best thing in my life. You came closer than anyone. I wish I could take back my words. And in the bottom of the deck, I see I am not available. Okay, so this person may still, so for those of you in no contact trying to reconcile, unfortunately with hidden message, this person may still repeat those cycles, okay, or like their thought process, and that's why you are taking your time and you're just kind of whichever. And so for, and that's where you may meet somebody new, okay, for those who are trying to reconcile or attempting, it may come up that you're just going to be like, you need to make things right. Because you were all about that Empress energy, Libra. You were grounded and you're headed towards commitment. And if not, there is a lot of indications of new love coming in. Okay, after you go out and have some dates and do all that good stuff. Okay, and those of you who are evolving, keep at it. Love is coming your way. All of you looks like are pretty much evolving with this energy. It's beautiful energy, Libra. All right, guys. So best of luck in your love situations. I do see 10 of Cups, 10 of Coins. Again, that's where this reading is closed out with tarot. That is growing old together, being emotionally happy. So if something doesn't work out with someone, you just keep going, because there's something beautiful in your energy here, especially if you're looking for commitment. All right, even if you have to put someone else down. Okay, I'm not like a dog, but you know what I'm trying to say. All right, guys, light and love. And again, comment, subscribe, helps me get these messages out. Follow the show if you're listening on the podcast. I really appreciate it. And best of luck with everything.